This man has eaten 57 mince pies in 10 minutes, a 50-ounce steak in 5 minutes, 10.5 pounds of strawberry shortcake in 8 minutes. The pie match eating champion of Brixton, Christian by birth, Londoner by law, British by the grace of God. Please welcome Max Stanford!
Woo! You're Max!
Yeah, I think that's good. Alright guys, so as you would have seen from the title of this video, it's a bit of a different one, and to be honest, a pretty seminal video. This is my first ever hot dog practice run, and my first ever Nathan's attempted qualifier run. So yeah, I'm attempting to qualify for Nathan's hot dog on the 4th of July in 2024. This is actually 2023, and I'm practicing for a contest which is actually in August 2023. The Nathan's hot dog contest, if you don't know, it's 10 minutes, eat as many hot dogs as you can, and you can use as much water as you want, and you can dunk. So I've never dunked anything before, so I don't really know how it's gonna go. As I say, it's my first ever one. I can't get the proper Nathan's hot dog and buns in the UK. So these are kind of as similar as I can get them, but they're not ideal. I'm gonna try and attempt to eat 24 here. I think that, like, the record is like 70. Oh, no, 77 or 78. So yeah, so well under the record, but I'm just hoping to just do a good start to it. So let's get to it. Oh, I'm really nervous. I don't think I'm gonna do very well, so yeah. First time for everything. There's only one way to improve, by taking a first leap. Okay, cool. Ready?
Yep. Here we go. Attempt number 1.
4.
In 5, 4,
I don't think I'm allowed to touch them before.
3, 2, 1. Let's see.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and a bit of a different video, but definitely a seminal video. Yes, this is my first ever hot dog practice. Now, I know this video is not going to be for everyone. Trying to eat as many hot dogs as I can whilst dunking the buns and things getting a little bit messy is probably not for everyone, but I really wanted to show my journey. This is my first ever practice, and apologies in advance, this video is on the longer side, but I really wanted to show my kind of journey and evolution from this first practice right through to my qualifier. Now, I wasn't too upset by how this practice went, well, at least in the beginning anyway. I think I had an okay technique. At least dunking the buns wasn't proving too difficult. I did have a bowl to dunk in, which isn't what you have in the competition. You have cups. You can have as many cups as you want. You have cups, so I was definitely going to have to get used to dunking in cups. But you can definitely see around this time, I really start to slow down. The hot dogs were not that bad, even though they weren't beef hot dogs and they were not natural casing hot dogs, which is what you get Nathan's famous hot dogs, and they're beef, whereas I think these were pork. But it was definitely the buns that were getting to me. These were way oversized and really, really difficult to eat. When you put them in the water, especially hot water, which is what the professionals use, the buns pretty much disintegrate, but these ones really held their ground and they really didn't disintegrate at all. So that proved pretty difficult. And as you can see here, I'm really slowing down, and I'm also taking lots of sips of water, which I shouldn't be doing. I should just be using the liquid from the buns that I dunk to help get the hot dogs down. But overall, a pretty decent first ever attempt.
50, 7, 55, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. Stop. All right, looks like 19 minus, oh no, not too much in the bowl. Not bad. 19 dogs and buns in 8 minutes.
Alright, yeah, that was okay. So the reason I was going to go to 10, and I don't know if I would have been able to get these hot dog buns are not buns, they're hard as anything, so they're just not soft at all. And so it was just really hard to get down, and those aren't the buns that I'm going to have with Coney. The other ones actually, I think, never had a Coney Island, Nathan's hot dog before, so I have no idea, but felt and what people say are a lot more like what they should be. It's gross. The dunking was kind of gross. I used the bowl in the end just because I couldn't really work it in there, and that flavour was a bit horrible. Not too bad. I needed some Diet Coke though, just to mix up the flavour, and I don't have any. All in all, okay. 19 I'm quite happy with in 8 minutes. Yeah, you take in a lot of water and it's kind of gross, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. But I don't mind hot dogs, I quite like the taste. I just wish that you could like have mustard and the ketchup on them, to be honest, to make them a bit more interesting. But maybe I'll have mustard flavoured water. No, I don't need that, that's horrible. Cool, alright, very strange video. I don't know when it's gonna be posted. I'm gonna be doing a lot of qualifying. This is the first of a lot. So this is number 2. Last time I did 19 in 8 minutes, so I'm hoping to get above a 20. I might go for 10 minutes. I've got 30 here, and I've got new improved buns and hot dogs. So hopefully the ratio is a bit better, because I think they're a bit too bunny and a bit too carby last time. A bit too bready, I think. So yeah, and I've ditched the bowl for cups, although they're not big enough. I'm getting big gold cups all the way from America tomorrow, so next practice hopefully I'll have big gold cups. And yeah, I think that's all I really need to say. Let's get to it. Right. Standing is long, I'm tired. It's been a long day. Been working out a lot, working hard, doing the grind. I'm just putting it off. I'm putting off the inevitable. Cool, let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Let's see.
So this was practice number 2. Definitely better buns than last time, but still not ideal. They really don't break down, as you can see here. And the hot dogs, again, I don't think they were beef, but they were pretty decent. Looking back at this now, I am really not dunking enough. I'm like tapping them into water. I really need to be dunking them properly and kind of wringing them out, a bit like a sponge. I just look way too delicate there. But to be honest, the real problem here was just the length of time of eating. So Nathan's is a 10-minute contest. I am really not used to 10-minute contests. In the British Eating League, contests are usually between sometimes even 2 minutes, up to like 5, maybe 6 minutes, but really rarely, if ever, 10 minutes. And to be honest, that's like a marathon, for me anyway, in eating. It's not like a challenge where you're sitting down, and to be honest, you're kind of taking your time. This is competition speed, and it is very difficult to keep that up for a whole 10 minutes. At least for me anyway, and especially with these first couple of hot dog practice runs. And apologies, I know this is sped up quite a lot, but to be honest, I've got quite a few hot dog practice runs, which I'm gonna show in this video, so I kinda need to speed them up. And maybe it takes off the kind of edginess of it being a bit gross, although to be honest, looking back at this, I'm eating very cleanly and very delicately. You'll see the evolution of that as this video progresses and as I get a little bit more into these hot dog practices and kind of find my rhythm. But as you can see, in the last couple of minutes, I'm really slowing down. But the Coke Zero and just plain water was actually really helping get these hot dogs down.
Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good hot dogging. Technically true. Good chipmunking there at the end.
This is a nice one just to get the numbers up and to do a whole 10 minutes. So yeah, I'm quite happy about that actually. So 22, and I just keep trying to improve and improve and improve. So yeah, next practice hopefully maybe 24, 25, maybe next one 26, 27, I'll be in the 30s very soon. Fingers crossed, we'll see. I've got to get a bigger capacity for it as well, but yeah, it's getting there, it's getting there. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching, because I know these are a bit different and a bit strange and a bit gross at times, but I was pretty clean with this one. But anyway, hope you liked it, so catch you in the next one. Practice, 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 because practice makes perfect. So tonight, I'm just going to be trying about 4 or 5 minutes. I've got 18 hot dogs here, and I've also got big gold cups imported from America by Laura's mum, Phoebe. Thank you so much, Phoebe. Again, these aren't really the right buns, and the hot dogs are a lot thicker but less thin. Not ideal, but practice, practice, practice. So let's get to it.
How have you forgotten?
Because it's been like a week off and I've done like 8 challenges and like, no, 7 challenges in 6 days, so.
3, 2, 1, eat.
That's spicy.
They're
They're
spicy?
spicy. Yeah, that's right, you heard it. They were spicy. So I accidentally got the wrong hot dogs, and okay, they were peri-peri, so not really spicy, but kind of spicy. It really threw me off, which was a bit unfortunate, but it's always good to test yourself with curveballs thrown in. And to be honest, I kind of got back on track and just pushed through. Luckily, they weren't all spicy, only I think maybe half of them. But I will say, taking about a week, if not more, off from hot dog practice kind of threw me, especially as at this point, I really didn't have my technique down. But hey, as I said, practice, practice, practice.
412.
Wait there. What the hell did I get?
Why were they spicy?
I don't know. I know they are, look.
Does it say they're hot on them?
Is there peri-peri?
Ah!
I could have done a lot faster and a lot better. Again, terrible technique. And that really threw me off, having peri-peri. They're not that spicy, but the shock of just like them being kind of spicy, just some spice, I was like, what is this? Practice number 4. I'm probably not gonna go for 10 minutes. I've got 25 here. Just gonna see how fast I can get them down.
3, 2, 1. Let's eat.
As you can see with this practice, I've actually moved where I put my drinks. I'm putting them on my left side. I was really at this point still playing about with what technique was working. Again, I'm really not dunking the buns, I'm kind of just placing them in water. That's partly because they were so thick and they just really didn't dissolve in the water. Very much unlike what the American hot dog buns are like. And as you can see, I start off using 2 hot dogs with 2 buns. I kind of eat half of the 2 hot dogs, so essentially 1 hot dog, and then take on 1 bun, and then have the rest of the 2 hot dogs, and then have another bun. Most of the pros actually can eat 2 hot dogs straight, and then have 2 buns straight after that. I really haven't been able to do that. Maybe it's because the hot dogs and the buns are so different, and probably also because my technique, and also just my ability to eat hot dogs, is really not on par with the pros. But hey, it's all about learning, trying to get a better technique, and just trying to eat hot dogs better.
7 minutes.
Alright, so I slowed down quite a lot because I don't think these buns are quite right, like they taste a bit off. So I'm not going to use them, so I didn't really want to make myself sick. But I was slowing down anyway because of my capacity a little bit and just my... When I hit like a big number, I kind of don't want to eat soggy buns. 22 in 8 minutes is alright, that's not too bad. Huh?
22 and 7 minutes.
Oh, 22 and 7, okay, that's good. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, on to the next one. Alright guys, practice number 5 coming at ya. I'm still kind of working on different hot dogs, different buns. These are like a massive variety of different buns and different hot dogs. There's 28 on the table here.
3, 2, 1, eat.
So again, I kind of hindered myself with all the different varieties of hot dogs and of the buns. As you can see, the buns, they are huge. I'm looking back here and the buns are so much bigger than the ones you get in America. And that was a little bit of the issue with all these practices. I just couldn't get the beef hot dogs. Beef hot dogs are really rare to get in the UK. And I also just couldn't get the right buns as well. So if someone has a good supply of beef hot dogs, maybe even natural casing hot dogs, because that's what the Nathans are, as well as a good supply of good hot dog buns that are very American, please, please, please let me know. But on the plus side, even though these buns were humongous, I was getting better at dunking. You can see here, I'm not using so much water, I'm actually using flavored water. This was a fruit punch. It's something that a lot of the pros use and swear by. I actually struggled with this. Fruit punch is really sweet. And although it's a good flavor mix up when I start to slow down, I just don't really like the taste of it. So it wasn't great for me, but it's great to practice to see what's work. But it's great to practice to see what's work. But it's great to practice to see what works for me and what doesn't work for me.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Good job. That's a new record for you. 26.
I was hoping to get 28, but 26 I'm pretty happy with just because, oh my god, hot dogs at the end there, I'm just so gagging up. Onward and upward. See you in the next practice. Bye. practice number 6 coming in. I'm only doing a short one today, 16 on the table, just gonna see how fast I can do it.
3, 2, 1. Let's see. You start a little early.
Yeah, I definitely jumped the gun there by accident, but I was very, very eager to have this be a speed run. Now, the buns were a lot smaller this time, probably a little bit smaller than they will be in America, and quite big hot dogs, which was helpful, but I felt like I got into a great rhythm here. Again, these aren't natural casing hot dogs, so they definitely went down a little bit easier, but all in all, I was very happy with this practice run.
Get it in, get it in, get it in. Damn, son. Holy hell. 16 dogs, 2 minutes 37.
I should have put more on the table. And then I think it's just my mentality, like, you've got to attack them. I've been too scared of the hot dogs. And I've been watching people practice, and I've been watching certain people who are going to be entering, I think the British one, who is an American, and he attacks it. I don't know if anyone's going to actually watch these. This is going to be a lot of hot dog practice, but you're going to see it. Right, checking the next one. Alright guys, practice number 7. I've got a lot here. This one's going to be a big one. There's 35 here on these plates. I've gone with plates of 5 because that's how they do it in Nathan's hot dog contest. Last practice was good, but not that much. So I'm just going to push, see how much I can do in 10 minutes.
3, 2, 1, eat. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Yeah, Laura, they're always such an amazing supporter. She has been an absolute star with these practices. It's not that fun to watch and to cheer someone on again and again for weeks on end doing lots of hot dog practices, and also just the smell of cooking up lots of hot dogs. But she's been a great sport and as always such a good partner and coach. And from this practice, I really took my own advice from last practice and really tried to attack the dogs. And I think it paid off. At least at the start, I was really looking quite similar to how actually some of the pros look in terms of how they were eating, how fast they were eating, and just their general technique. Again, these hot dogs are not the same, and neither are the buns. But if I could try to replicate a good technique, it would set me up really well for the qualifier. You can see again, I do have some flavored water, but to be honest, I really didn't use a lot of it. I mostly used just the plain hot water, and then I switched up to having little sips of Diet Coke, or in this case, Pepsi Max. Now, some people ask, does the soda and the carbonation hinder me? I'm only taking little sips, and it's just to help with the flavor fatigue, to really add a little bit of sweetness, so it doesn't really affect my capacity at all. But all in all, this was a pretty good practice.
3, 2, 1. That's 30. You got your 30. Well done. You broke the 30 mark.
Hit the 30 club. I'm really happy I hit the 30. I definitely can do better. There were so many mishaps in that. Next practice might be out somewhere else. As you can see, I'm not in my kitchen anymore. I'm down at Seal Bay. I'm very, very, very lucky. Chris and Ramu and all the people down here at Seal Bay at the Nathan's here have very kindly let me do a hot dog practice because I've never properly had a Nathan's hot dog. They look amazing. I've actually had a taste of one and they taste so much better than the ones I've been practicing, so I'm very excited. The buns look really good as well. I've got 25 here, just gonna see how I can get on with them. They're gonna be very different to the ones I've been practicing on, so.
3, 2, 1, eat.
Again, a huge shout out to Chris and Ramu and all the team at Nathan's at Seal Bay. They were so accommodating and it was really nice that they let me film right outside their Nathan's restaurant. Now, Seal Bay down on the south coast in England was actually where the contest took place. So it was great to get a feel of the place, where it was, but also a feel of these hot dogs. Now, these are UK Nathan's hot dogs. I'd actually say they're quite, well, actually very different than Nathan's that you get in America. They taste really, really good. A lovely beef flavor, but they are very difficult to eat. A lot chewier and a lot harder than any of the hot dogs I practiced with before, as well as with the natural casing Nathan's that you have here in America. But it was great to practice with the real thing that I was going to get in the qualifier. Another valuable lesson I learned here was to bring your own drinks. So I brought cups, but I didn't have hot water with me, which is really helpful, and I didn't have any flavoring. So as you can see, I just had some Diet Coke. which I started to use to dunk the buns in. It wasn't ideal, it's not hot and it's kind of carbonated, but I definitely like the flavor, so that helped in some respects. And looking back now at this one, as well as all the other 10-minute practice runs, I really slowed down at the end. But I was pretty happy with this practice, seeing as though the hot dogs were so different. It was now onto the real thing, the first ever UK Nathan's qualifier.
3, 2, 1. That's it.
Max has scored 22. 22. Well done. Well done.
That was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be, but I'm so happy that I've now practiced, so I now know what I'm going to be faced with next weekend. It's really good. Their taste a lot better, so like I'm not like feeling ill from before when I was just like, I don't like these hot dogs. The hot dogs actually taste really good and the buns are really good. It's just they're a lot harder, they're a lot chewier. So on to next week. Yeah, cool.
Thank you, Ramu and the team.
Yeah, thank you, Ramu and the team. Very sweet of you. Thank you. All right, see you later. Bye.
Please welcome Jonathan Dawes from Billingham. This man has eaten 57 mince pies in 10 minutes, a 50-ounce steak in 5 minutes, 10.5 pounds of strawberry shortcake in 8 minutes. The pie and match eating champion of Brixton, Christian by birth, Londoner by law, British by the grace of God. Please welcome Max Stanford! Woo! You're Max! He has done more than 200 eating challenges across 17 countries. He is the last of the famous international playboys. The scent he sports is Drakkar Noir. Please welcome Roddy! The top-ranked competitor here today at Seal Bay Resort. He is ranked number 19 in the world by Major League Eating with a personal best of 27 Nathan's Famous hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. Please welcome Roddy Hartman! Roddy Hartman from Buffalo, New York, USA. Count backwards with me, please, from 10, 9,
8, 7,
6,
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Go Max! Go on, Max, go!
We are underway.
Good job, babe, good job! Push through, Max, push through!
15 seconds in. Two hot dogs down.
Oh my god! Push through, Max, push through!
3 hot
Doing
dogs
great,
down
babe!
for Max Stanford in just 30 seconds.
So this is it, what all those practices were building up to. The first ever UK Nathan's Famous qualifier for a spot at Coney Island in 2024. As a little reminder, this was filmed in August 2023.
In 1 minute, that's a 5 dog ppm dogs per minute.
And as you can see, in the first minute, I had taken down just over 5 hot dogs, which was pretty good pace, but I had some serious competition. And that was from Radim, Still Red Radim. You've seen a couple of videos with us together. He's in the baseball cap on the left-hand side, and he's the #1 Czech eater and probably one of the best eaters in Europe. And then we had Ronnie Hartman. He is ranked in Major League Eating at number 19 in the world. He came all the way over from America to try and book his spot at Nathan's, and he was very determined to win this contest.
2 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen, 8 minutes remain.
Go on, Max! Good job, good job!
So that was my count at 10 hot dogs. Now, I will say, I think the counting was a little bit off. I think possibly because I was eating 2 hot dogs at a time, and sometimes they were maybe counting 1, but it was pretty accurate. And as you can see, I'm only ahead by a couple of hot dogs. Radim was also taking down a lot of hot dogs really quickly. But as I said, these hot dogs were a lot harder to eat than the ones I'd been practicing with, and subsequently the ones I've had in America, both the Nathan's Famous ones and other hot dogs. but to be honest, we all had the same hot dogs on the day, so that was really fair.
We are 4 minutes in. Max Stanford from London with 14 Nathan Sanders hot dogs and buns.
Go on, Max! Go on, Max!
I was ahead, but not by much. I think my count was about 17 at this point, but I was definitely having a hard time eating the hot dogs as quickly as I wanted to.
Don't slow down! Don't slow down! Keep the energy up!
Laura again here with fantastic support and great words of advice. As I said before, these 10-minute contests are really difficult for me. I'm really not used to the length of them. I'm used to 3, maybe 4 minutes. I'm also used to sitting down as well, so standing also plays a part. It helps get the food down for sure, but it is definitely tiring. Laura was also doing a fantastic job at filming this as well. There was about 400 people here and the crowd was absolutely huge. So she did an absolutely amazing job being able to film this.
Go on, Max! Keep going, Max!
17, 1 hot dog behind. 2 minutes 45 seconds remain. 2 minutes 45.
Go on, Max! Go on, Max!
Performing male and female stamp their ticket to Coney Island, July 4, 2024.
And that's now literally less than a week and a half from when I'm posting this. You're gonna have to watch until the end to see if I am actually gonna be at Nathan's on the 4th of July. But I do wanna say a huge thank you to everyone that supported me through this crazy journey. Thank you all for watching this. I know it's a bit of a different video, but I really still hope you enjoyed seeing the journey. And as always, I am so grateful for everyone's support. It really means the world to me.
1 minute remains, 1 minute remains in regulation.
1 minute, Max! 1 minute!
It is really coming down to the wire here. I think my actual counter this time is about 23, 24, but as you can see, Radim is still very close behind me, and we literally only have seconds left.
20 seconds!
Ladies and gentlemen, count backwards from 10.
Come on, Max! Chipmunk! Chipmunk!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop eating. Put down your hot dogs. We can take down the numbers. These are unofficial. Keep those numbers by your side, but we want to go through with our judges and confirm. And I will confirm the top 3 as the...
Hey, Mama!
And there you have it, guys. Unfortunately, Laura wasn't able to get a video of them announcing the results, but to be honest, that's probably fine because they put me at 34 hot dogs in the end, which I don't think is accurate. The count had me at 24 in the end. I actually think I ate about 27, maybe even 28, but there was a bit of a mix-up with all the plates there, so it did get a little bit confusing at the end. But to be honest, I'm just really happy that I'm going to Coney Island on the 4th of July. I'm going to really try and document as much as I can, but please, until then, enjoy the rest of the US Food Challenge Tour videos. There's some pretty crazy ones coming up, so I really hope you enjoy. Catch you in the next one. I'm not even that full, like... It's not too bad.
Look at that, look at that little dog. Oh, I don't have to ask you what you're going to name your food baby this time. It's clearly Nathan.
Nah.